Friday's class. I'm glad you're here. I hope there's a bunch of you out there ready to dance. I'm ready to dance, and I think Nikki's ready to dance, maybe.
I am. Hi, everybody.
Hello. We're back.
Hi.
We just keep showing up.
I know, right? We're just talking about how many of these we've done. It's like over 28 or something. I think it's more like 32 or something by now.
Well, from March,
twice
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it gives us all something to look forward to. Even if you can't make it live, you know, you can always find it on the YouTube channel and watch it that way. So I'm happy that you're here either now or going to watch it later. And everybody's been super nice. They go, oh, I missed class, I'll watch it later. And then they tell me that they watched it. And
that's
so,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool. So
it's always nice to hear from everybody.
Yeah,
right?
I really like, that's the best part. I don't like teaching to air, so I want to know that you're here. So now's your time to check in. Tell me who's around, what you're up to. That you can hear us all right. The screen looks good to me. Hopefully it looks good to you. So let us know with some check-in little messages, and then we know that everything is working technology-wise, and then we can start.
Right.
So is there anything that doesn't
There's nothing
show?
happening over there, so I'm going to look on the screen right now, and then I will report back.
All right. Because sometimes it shows and I can see the comments coming in so we know, but I don't see anything. So either no one's there and I'm alone right now, or no one's talking. But nonetheless, let's get started. I'm going to show you our music for tonight. It's Frank Lazaro and the Middle-Earth Ensemble. The album is called Lavender. So that is our music for this evening. Beautiful music. And tonight we are going to rock our rib cage. It's going to be all upper torso and rib cage, probably a little bit of shoulder as well, which is good. So if you've been with the past couple classes, I'm sort of on a journey upward now through the body. We started with exploring your pelvis, so we did a lot of work there, and then we did embracing your belly on Wednesday, was it?
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yes.
And we did all our belly rolls and tucks and contractions, and so now we're moving up and we're going to get into the rib cage. And obviously everything is connected, everything depends on other parts as well, but I'm just kind of focusing on that main area. So we did pelvis, we did belly, and tonight we're going to look at ribs, upper body types of isolations and movements, and some strength building as well. All right, so any questions, issues, just send them my way. Nikki is checking everything. Do we have any?
I think we're looking good, and we have Abby and Michelle.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they said hi so far.
Hi. Good. All right, so let me start the music, and we're just gonna move our upper body a bit. Okay. Also, let me know if you can hear the music, if I need to turn it up or turn it down. So let's start with the shoulder rolls back. Rolling, keep your arms relaxed. Try not to lift your elbows. Drop your hands. And just roll. Oh, this feels good. And forward. I was out in the yard again today. I trimmed 3 trees and 2 bushes. Oh, so it was like this all afternoon. Oh boy, shoulders really need to move. Alternate forward and back. also connecting to the hip. Now bring it up and just slide where the rib connects to the waist. So stomach in, tighten up your midsection, slide. That's it. Slide, slide, slide. Now forward and back. Arch your upper back, contract your diaphragm. Upper back and diaphragm. Press, contract, press, contract, press, contract, forward, back, forward, back. That's it, really push it out there. Now when you go back, try not to sink. Stay tall, lift through your spine, push straight back. Back and front, and back, and front, and back, and front. Back, front, back. So what we don't want is our rib cage coming down and up like so. We want it going back and front, and back and front. That's it. All right, now straight up and down. Use your upper back, contract your shoulder blades down for the ribs to go up. Contract your diaphragm, compress, and your ribs go down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's it, good. So we have side, 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 then we go forward and back. So that's horizontal. And then we have up, down, that's vertical. So we have all the tools we need to do our two types of circles. Horizontal. And reverse. And reverse. Horizontal. Keep your spine long. Lift through the back of your spine. Find your muscles. Use your upper back, diaphragm, rib cage. Reverse. Now switch to vertical. Up and around, up and around. So the rib cage goes around, like it's drawing a circle on the wall in front of you. And reverse. Up and around. Good. And reverse. And one more reverse. Now, vertical circle, adding the front, back, up and down. We've done this quite a few times. Press forward, lift up, contract back and down. Vertical circle with the ribs going back. Up, back, down and through. Up, back, down and through. So on this one, I still want you to lock in the bottom. We did this not too long ago with a full body wave, right? We got the whole thing going. This is the beginning of all that. Right now we want to isolate it. So belly in, hips tight, glutes squeeze a little bit. Press forward, lift straight up, lean back, and then contract, and then down. Up, back, down, and under. Up, back, down, and under. That's it. Good. Nice. Reverse ribcage circle on the vertical. This is the beginning of a lot of moves. A lot of moves. Keep your head neutral. This one looks funny if you try to add the head to it. It's not so pretty. right?
Kind of woomy.
Well, I'm sitting here going, oh, I'm totally doing my head right now, so I ignore that part. I had to tell myself, stop that, Meleah, stop that. That's not pretty. All right, take this vertical circle on the back. We're gonna angle it, so right, left, diagonal, diagonal, diagonal. I still want you to keep your hips out of it because we're focusing on rib cage. So there is, we'll connect it in a second, but you want to be able to isolate your ribs because what if we want to walk and we don't want to move our hips? There we go. So diagonal circle, up and back, up and back, up and back, up and back. Big hip circle, stretch it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And let's just take a little bend over, get that lower back opened up a bit. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
Look, so many things.
Yeah. Shake it out a little bit. And bring it up. Oh. So, if you're feeling what I'm feeling, you know what I'm feeling? It's Wednesday. We did a killer torso, and that uses a lot of back muscles. So I'm doing my thing right now, but I tell you, I feel Wednesday. I really do. So this was a good path.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I like that.
I think my body is. I mean, it's not happy at the moment, but it's going to be good for it, right? It's like eating your spinach. It's going to be really good for you whether you like it or not.
This is what it feels like to have worked out, therefore it feels good even though
Yes.
it's not feeling so good.
Yeah, it's kind of, a little bit stiff, but that's okay. We're going to move on.
I'm going to check out my comments and
Okay.
see if anything's going
So
on.
we have, so your basic positions for your ribs. Horizontal circles, vertical circles, both directions, and then vertical circles. Now, most everything we do both directions, with the exception of the vertical circles going back this way, front to back, because we don't do it forward. If you can see, it just doesn't look good. It's not, we do the forward roll of the belly, and that looks super cool. With the forward roll, I don't know. What do you think about this? Nah, I'm not loving it. So, up and back is what I prefer. All right, then we can move angles. Okay, so up and back on a diagonal, isolating rib cage from hip. So let's say we may not have enough space for this, but let's say that we're gonna slide across with our feet in front of each other. So you know how we travel sometimes? We put one foot forward and we travel to the side, right? But we don't necessarily want the whole body moving on that one. So let's say we get in our releve and we start our diagonal rib cage and we travel to the side. It's really pretty. It's really hard. And you have to keep your ribs tight and contained. Otherwise, you're going to have this whole thing happening with your hips, right? So let's give it a little try. Even if you only have a few feet, let's just try. So, one foot in front of the other, and let's just do our feet. So we go across, and then take your other foot in front, right? And across we go. Now, add your diagonal rib cage wave. Yes. So, here we go. So, 1, 2. Good. I'm pretending I can see you. I'm visualizing that I can see you. Now, is there going to be a tiny little bit of movement in your hips? Yes, of course there is. But we're trying to minimize it so it really looks cool, like your ribs are floating on top of your hips. So this is our motion. Yeah? All right, let's try again. So, there we go. So So we only have a few feet, but it's fine, right? It's all good. All right, here we go. Start the ribs. Diagonal rib cage circle. Now, slide those feet. Woohoo! And switch. I think this looks really pretty.
So cool.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
I wish I had long pants on or a skirt so you can see my feet because I can just like
Yeah, it looks it's really, really nice. So give that one a practice. So that's what I'm talking about. When I'm sliding with my feetsies, I am, I'm right here. I'm just contracting my abs and my glutes because I don't want them to move. If you want them to move, so let's say we do want them to move, all right? So here we are. So let go of your stomach. And as you contract and take your ribs on a diagonal, shift your weight. If you don't want to move your hips, keep your weight in the center, push down into the floor, contract your abs, tailbone under, lock yourself down. It's not moving. You want to move it, step with your ribs, and see it'll move by itself. All right, so let's do this diagonal rib cage circle. And you can see the foot just steps with the rib cage and the torso moves. So on this one, it's very easy. I would suggest you don't go sideways, but you go forward and back. Rib cage. Now, if you want to make it a little more squishy, as you're circling to the side, add your stomach contraction, right? So, rib cage, diagonal, up to back. As you roll down, start at your diaphragm. Nice big contraction in the stomach. Up, contract. Up, back, contract. You can, so you're going a side and a side. On your way from one side to the next is where the contraction happens. So you're going forward, up, back. Now as you come down, you turn to the other angle, right? As you turn, that is where the stomach contraction happens, right? So there's a place for everything. Forward, up, back. All right, now down, turn, stomach contract, all at the same time. Forward, up, now roll down, contract, and turn. Up, down, contract, and turn. Another thing you can add is a little bit of extra shoulder, all right? So as you go from one side to the next, bring that shoulder. See how if you connect your shoulder to your rib, rather than just bringing the rib up, add your shoulder. So I'm going to put in one of these. I'm going to just take a little shoulder, not a giant one, but up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down with just the shoulder. Make sure you don't do the arm, because then you have a swimming. We are doing some kind of a really weird breaststroke. Not so good. So it's not let's not swim. It's very important you keep your hands. Now just try this. Here. Right, push out with your hands. Remember, hold your frame. Push against those side walls with your palms. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. You don't even have to go, you don't make a complete circle. You don't have to go back and over. You just need to do part of it. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Now, add that to your diagonal rib cage as you change sides. Let's keep the hips contained. So, side, side, get your rib cage going. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. All right, now, step. Now, we're gonna add all kinds of things to this mix. Add your belly roll. Roll, roll. So you're stepping, rolling, waving. All right, now, as you come up and over, shoulder roll, up, and add that shoulder roll. Woohoo! This looks super squishy. Isn't that fun? but you're using all your parts, right?
Seriously.
All your parts.
Just do that a whole bunch of
I
times.
know, that just
All of these muscles.
Yeah.
All of it.
So what I notice when I'm doing this and I'm rolling, my arm so badly wants to, I would be much happier if I could do this, but you wouldn't like looking at it. No one else would either. So important point. Come up and over. Now shoulder. Now right here on that crest, push like you're against the wall and you're pushing, right? So pretend the edge of this is the edge of the screen on my phone. I'm lined up with that. Push off, right? Push yourself away from the wall, but keep your hand on the wall. So as you come up and over, push and lengthen that arm. That way you don't have this thing happening, right? Does that make so? Shoulder push and push. See how my hands stay basically in the same place, right? Basically. All right, so let's try that whole mess because it's a super pretty move.
Also, we should say hi to Melissa Reed and Kaz.
Oh, Melissa's here! Yay! And who?
Kaz.
Kaz! Oh, Kaz isn't here as well. Welcome! So glad you're here. All right, let's try that whole mess together. So, we're doing a circle, putting it on a diagonal, changing our weight, adding a belly roll, adding a stomach weight. Wow!
Keeping hands still.
Keeping hands still. Go ahead and add a smile.
Oh, that's it. Don't look up, right? Don't look up.
Yeah, exactly.
No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah. All right, so rib cage circle back and down. Add your diagonal. Change your weight. We're doing step by step. Add your belly roll. Add your shoulder roll. Push. Push with your shoulder. Push away from the wall. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. Now walk forward. There you go. Now walk back. Good. Beautiful. All right.
Wow, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Also, I didn't realize how much is working in the back as
In the
well.
back. Yeah.
So much.
Yeah. We are certainly rocking our ribs right now. Yes, we are.
Oh, I love it. I feel like also the thing that I have discovered right now is I feel like everything is easier to like keep up with.
Yeah.
Because like this is long, so
This
is very nice feeling.
I'm lifted
yeah.
with not a lot of effort right now. Because 20 minutes ago, I was lifting and I felt like something was stuck and I couldn't. It's like, okay, this is gonna be tough. But now it's let go.
Yeah.
So warming up is important.
Beautiful feeling.
All right, so a cousin of this move, figure eights with your rib cage. All right, this type of motion here. To the side, think vertical figure eight on the vertical plane, but the 8 is lying down. So, you can draw an 8 with a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom. Take your 8, lay it on its side. So we have a circle and a circle. One there and one there. And that's what we're making. Up and over on the right side, up and over on the left side, up and over on the right, up and over on the left. Alright? So arms a little lower than second. Lift the right chest up, go over. Now lift the left one up and over. Up and over. Up, up. So you have to be able to lift, right, to get this. Because if you're lifted all the way and you can't go any further, you're kind of stuck. So be tall. Just take this one rib, lift it up, now over, and then as it comes down, lift the other side. Oh boy. Up and over, up and over. Good. So on this one, isolate isolate your hips. Remember, we always start isolated so we get the true movement. Drop your shoulders. So we're not doing this with we're not pulling. We're just pushing from below. Up and over. This is a pretty move. It's not going to be a perfectly round, like a Meleah. It's not going to be a perfectly round because your ribs are more limited than your hips, but it's going to be a nice little motion like that. If you get something like that, I think that's fine. Yeah. So allow your shoulders to tilt. They're tilting, but not your head. Not your head.
Keep the ribs straight.
Just here. Up and over, up and over, up and over, up, over, up. So resist, because I know I am wanting to, so I'm sure you are too. I'm wanting to pull with my shoulder. Can we? Yes. Are we? No. Not yet.
Not right now.
It's like, it's okay, it's just not what we're doing right now. Are we going to? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It's coming. But right now, from the base, you're going to use your muscle to push rather than pull. It's a big difference. So under here, push up that right side, push up that left side. Now as you push up, keep your shoulder down. Keep your shoulder down. Here we go. Up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over. Yeah, there it is. All right, you gotta hold your base belly super tight, because right here, what's holding you up? You're in the air, you're out of center. What's got you? Your abs. The only thing to get you back in the middle is your super strong lower abs, right? And your obliques especially. If you let go, you're gonna float away. So here we go, let's try. Up, up, oh yes. Up and over, up and over, up and over. Think of a figure 8. Good. All right, let me know if you've got questions or issues on this, because this is not comfortable. It ain't. But that's okay. That doesn't mean we can't do it. It's just not going to be, oh, I love this move. It's going to be, okay, I'm going to work. We're going to work for this one. All right, so now, as you come up, you can lift your shoulder, and guess what you can do? You can wave. So it turns into something else, all right? Instead of just making it a regular contained 8, you're gonna double your count. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So rib, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and by the time, let me get here, by the time you extend to your knuckle, you have completed your circle and you're leaning as far as your body will let you lean, right? And you're holding on with your abs.
You're holding on.
You're holding on. Because you're suspended out here, like, okay, good. Are we coming back anytime soon?
And you're like, go, go, go.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to lengthen. All right, so let's take it from just the ribs, add the shoulders, add the arms. Ready? So, ribs, lock down your hips. Now prepare your abs because they have work to do. All right, lengthen it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rib, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Rib, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Rib, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Rib, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Hold it right there. Remember from another class, hand, elbow, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand. You can do your wave arm across, right? So let's try that. We're gonna end up on whatever side you want, it doesn't matter. So up, 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 up. Now we add just kind of leaned with it. All right? You don't have to do that many. I was just throwing it out there. All right, again. Ribs, ribs, ribs and shoulder and arm, ribs and shoulder and arm, rib, shoulder, arm, rib, shoulder, arm, stay, wave, here, cross over, and turn. Very pretty. That was nice. So this is just, we played with this. Oh, look at that. It's not good. Okay, this side. Oh, okay. Definitely different on both sides, but that's okay. So, speaking of this stuff, we're going to add our ribs to this. Okay, let me change songs. This is not what we want.
Not quite what we want.
Not quite what we want.
Great song. Just
Yep. Okay. So that was a figure eight with a rib cage on the down, plain, and then adding arms, and then doing the arm wave from left to right. Now, doing the arm wave across the body, adding your ribs. Okay, so we've done this before, but dive, you're gonna do, remember, okay, I won't do that whole class over again, we'll do it again later, but it just started with the dolphin hands. Remember? You may remember. So that's how it starts. You do a dolphin hand, and then the trick is lift that elbow, then the shoulder, now the shoulder, now the elbow, the wrist, and the hand, all right? So that's my left to right, like in that one. The other way, my arm, there's always gonna be one way. So dolphin, raise your elbow, shoulder, shoulder, okay, that was not so bad. Oh. And again, there we go. I have to make a noise, otherwise I can't do it.
It's funny how that helps.
It does.
Noise that does things,
Yeah.
makes things better.
All right, so get the idea. So the main trick of the arm is do your dolphin and then raise your elbow. If you don't get your elbow up, you end up just flat, like I do, right? I just, one side works, one side doesn't, but I'm still learning just like you. So, right there. Dolphin wave, elbow, then the shoulder moves naturally. So if you can just get the dolphin wave, elbow, you're golden, all right? That's the secret. All right, so between lifting the shoulder and lifting the shoulder on the other side, there's a rib thing, all right? So vertical circle with your ribs, up and over. So this is vertical, just right in front of you. And switch, lift high. And think about the upper crest. So you've got a circle with your ribs, a nice round circle. I want you to think about the upper crest of your circle. Up and over, up and over, up, up, reverse. All right, so what's going to happen, it's going to be shoulder, ribs, circle, shoulder, shoulder, rib, shoulder. So I'm not doing the whole wave, we're going to, but I want you to just do this part between the shoulder and the other shoulder. So from that point to that point, right? So we get this. Lift shoulder, rib, shoulder. Shoulder, rib, shoulder. Because that's the transition, right? You can do it without it, but it gives a different look when you add that little crest circle with your rib.
It's really
yeah, it's really pretty. But you know, you don't always do it, but this is if you want to, all right? So shoulder, rib, shoulder. Shoulder, rib, shoulder. Nice. You have to really think about it. No, yeah. It's not natural. I don't think.
And I think it's also tricky because you're going across and up.
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So you're like up,
So you're definitely,
across.
yeah. It's definitely on the vertical, so we're doing this circle, right? This one. And this little part of it right there. It's not even half. It's like between it's like between the 11 and the 1.
Yeah, right.
So picture on your clock between it's not the 9 and the 3 at all. Think of the 11 and the 1. That much.
Like a piece of
Yeah,
pie.
here's a little piece of pie. So 11 to 1, 11 to 1, or 1 to 11. All right, don't even come all the way down. All right, so let's try again. Shoulder, rib, shoulder. Shoulder, rib, shoulder. You just have to get yourself in the groove. Couple more. All right, let's do the whole thing now. Let's do the arm all the way across.
All right.
With our rib, with our arms.
We can do it.
Yeah, our little hand that may or may not work. All right, whatever side you want to start on. So here we go. Dolphin, elbow, shoulder, rib, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand. Dolphin, elbow, shoulder. Whoa, wait a minute. You gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. I skipped right over it. All right, here we go. Way up, oh. Okay, so you definitely have to go slower, right? I'm sure when you get natural and better at it, it'll just pop in there by itself. But it's not natural right now. It's not. None of this is natural. All right, let's try. Go at your own speed. Across, up, and finish your way. Now wave, elbow, shoulder, rib, shoulder. Oh, there's such a difference from left to right. I'm so disgusted with myself right now. I got one side. My other side,
So I have like half of one side is
Yeah.
better, like this one is better, like the beginning part, and this one is better at the end, or something like that. It's not like one side is better than the other. It's like half of each is good.
Well, my left right here, and now I'm on the right, and then finishing, I feel fine. I can do this. Yep, I'm totally happy. But this one, right to left, oh, that is so awkward. So you know how it is. Practice your bad side. So whatever your bad side is, let's do 4 in a row. Here we go. Wave, lift, up, and across. Good. Now bad side again. Oh, last. Almost. Number 4. Oh boy. All right, good side. Bad side. Oh, okay. It'll come. I kind of got it. It's a beautiful move. It's stunning, but it takes some work.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, let's go on. Another rib cage. So that was coming from up and over, adding our shoulder, all this stuff, and then adding all this, right? They all kind of build and go together. But now, let's do a figure 8 on our rib cage the other way. So this one was up, the one we just did, all this was up and over and then across the top. So everything is on the top half. Drop to the bottom, take your rib down, out, up. And now the opposite side, down, out, up. And again, the out, it is a torso lean directly to the side, holding on with the obliques of the other side. So down, out, up with the rib cage, and now down, out, up with the rib cage. Now on this one, I'll show you some variations, but I want you to try to remain front. We're gonna add a diagonal twist. But it's very natural to do this because it's the move we just did our undulation, right? So it feels very similar, but it's different. So stay parallel to your front line. Drop down. Good. All right, keep going. I'm just going to switch songs. This is a 9/8, and we do not need a 9/8 right now. Let's see what we do need. That looks so good. Yeah, look, you're totally square.
So much work to do with all this.
Yeah, it is.
Feels good.
It
Way
hurts.
better than doing crunches
It hurts.
anytime.
All right, lengthen. All right, now try to drop your rib cage. Drop your shoulder with it. Try not to drop your hand. We don't want that to happen. Right? We
No
want our hand-
airplanes, me?
No airplanes. So rib cage down, out, up. And as soon as you go up, it's fine because that drops the other side. You don't have to drop it down, it's already there. Out, up, down, out, up. As you come down, see my shoulder wanting to come forward? No. Keep it back. Sideways, 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 sideways. So what this means is you have to lead with the side of your rib cage, not your shoulder. If I'm leading and pulling my shoulder, I'm gonna come in, right? It's not wrong, it's just not what we're doing, right? So let your shoulder go, lead with the side, right here, out from the side. Down, out, keep, so as you lean down to the right, keep your left shoulder back. That's better. Nice. Okay, lock down your hips. Lock them down, that tighten, tuck. I do a wider base with my legs, and then I don't fall over so much. Down, out, out. Good. Keep that upper shoulder back. All right, now, segue into allow your weight to shift and release your hip. And what's going to happen, that hip is going to counterbalance. And you're going to be doing a full body figure 8 known as the snake because it is a vertical move parallel to front. Good. Keep your arms out to the side. You see how I'm waving a little bit? That's kind of a natural movement, but you don't want to have this happening, right? Hold your frame. Also bend your knees. When you're going to start moving your hips, you got to bend those knees, all right? But it starts with the body. So it's a full body, S shape, figure 8, ribs and hips in opposition, going the same way, called the snake. So here we go. Side. Keep the shoulder back. I'm looking at myself and I keep seeing this happen. So you might be doing it too. Hold that shoulder back as best you can. Lock down your hips. Release your hips. I find it easier to keep my shoulder back when my hips are released. Yep, because I can just go lean left, lean right.
Counterbalance.
Yeah, it's a nice counterbalance. And as soon as I lock down my hips, my shoulder goes forward. That's okay. Okay, figure 8, rib cage leads. Counterbalance with the hips. Now, a little diagonal. Let the hips stay. Now belly roll up to down, up to down, up to down, up to down. Woo! Nice. So you can see it can segue right back into its cousin. It's very fun.
I am so warm from that. So hard.
It takes a lot of muscle. I always said slow movements way harder than fast movements because you have no momentum. You're strictly relying on muscle.
Yeah.
If you want to be smooth, you have to be strong. It's so much, if you can just, okay? But if you want to be really slow, so just take it slow, release your hip, let your knees bend. Now feel, just get in there and feel how many muscles you think you're using. Holy smokes, it's a lot. Now, squat down. If you want to make it even more, you see how mine just got a little more crunchy, right? A little more squishy. I did a little more of a plie, and I slowed it down. can stand up and stretch it out, right? But you can also squat down. There you go. And think about, I'm really thinking about bringing my rib to my hip here, and then I'm trying to bring my rib down to my hip. That's it. Oh, it hurts.
Listen, that's so good.
I think it does. But man, this is stomach mania. Woo. All right, now we slowly release it. So stand up, lock your hips, shoulder back, and we're getting into rib cage figure eights. So you can take that one basic movement and turn it into something fantastic. All right, vertical circle. Reverse it. Reverse it. Now, 1 and a half. 1 and a half. 1 and a half. 1 and a half. Up, over, under. Up, over, under. This is a 1 and a half circle. It's kind of like a little smiley face on the bottom. Now, half circle on the bottom. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Up, down, up. Back to 1 and a half. 1 around and half. 1 around and half. Now just half. Smiley face, smiley face. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 1 and a half. 1 and a half. Half. 2, 3. Last one. Over. Over. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Actually,
I know.
I might even be sweating on my arm.
I know. I think my elbows are sweating.
And this is so warm. So hot. It is beautiful.
Isn't that cool? So that's super simple. That's just a vertical, just doing a rib pattern, right? 1 and a half, 1 and a half, 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 half. That's a common pattern. 1 and a half, 1 and a half, 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 half. We do it with our hips. 1 and a half, 1 and a half, 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 half. We do that all the time. Every day I do that over breakfast. But so just you take that and add it to other parts. So if you can do that, you can take that pattern and add it all kinds of places. But I just wanted to show you because it's super pretty. I like that. It's really nice. And also you can use the half circle with your ribs. Smooth. Okay, now that's a U shape. Now, make your U a V. And add a snap. Excellent. So you have a sharper up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's a V and it's more crisp. Okay. Alrighty. I think.
I'm gonna check out the comments real quick.
Okay. I think I've given you enough to chew on. Yes? Hopefully. My stomach is so sore right now. I think tomorrow's going to be a really great day of recovery. The whole torso.
I'm looking forward to some lactic acid for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, it's good. We should do yoga tomorrow. It's a good day.
That is a
So,
very good idea.
I just wanted to show you a whole bunch of fun things you can do, starting with your rib cage. Obviously, they can move into other parts, but the ribs, I think, are underutilized, right?
Yeah.
We all think, oh, it's about the hips,
I
but
would agree with that one.
if you line up all those steps that we just did, I'm thinking back, what I gotta write these down, what we did, and you put them all together, you have a whole dance with just your ribs, and your hips barely move, right? So,
And if they
don't
move, it's
forget about
because
them.
they continue from, it's like
Yeah.
ribs start the movement.
And they start the movement. So get strong up here. Really think about that diaphragm contraction. It's perfect if you did the Embrace Your Belly class. We really did a lot with the diaphragm and pulled it in, so it should it should be a little more awake than it was before. If not, make sure you watch that video. Do the Embrace Your Belly class and then do the rib class. They're really nice together. All right, any other issues, comments?
I don't think
We're ready to sign off for the night?
I think we are good, yeah.
Okay, all right, then I will see you in a few days.
Wednesday.
Yeah, oh, that's right, yeah, it is Saturday.
Because we have class.
Yeah, of course.
And the sun is still out.
Yeah.
That's how we know it's
Yeah,
Saturday.
yep, okay. All right, so have a great evening, practice, and I'll see you in a few days. Watch for this video, it'll get posted pretty soon on my YouTube channel, subscribe to that.
Share this with everybody.
Share this, you know your duty, share the video with 1 or 2 people, embrace the spreading of information to people, and when the event is announced, mark that you're going, and that way you'll get a better notification.
Yeah, you'll get a reminder.
Yeah.
And then make sure you have notifications on for when Meleah goes live.
Right.
Because a few people have had issue not being able to actually see it on
They couldn't find it.
timeline. So,
Yeah.
and if that happens, just keep refreshing until it shows up.
Yeah.
Those are the keys.
Those are the keys. All right, everyone, good night.
I'm gonna say
Thank
bye.
you. And take care. Good ribs. Thanks for the workout. I feel great.